Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. Let's look at the Round 2 AMT Supernatural 1967 Chevy Impala 1. Now, this is 1/25th scale, kit number 1124. You can find this on my Amazon store. So let's open this box and let's give it a review. Welcome back. Here's the cover for the Round 2 AMT 1967 Chevy Impala from the Supernatural. Now, this is a four-door, so it's the first time a four-door has ever been available in kit form, and so obviously this is a new tool. So let's cut to the chase. I'll open this up, we'll look at the parts, and at the end of the video I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the box top. And here it looks as it's in the box, and you can see the first thing we see are the chrome parts, which are separated by a tissue. Keep them from getting marred up, that's very nice. And then we have the tires, which are wrapped separately in plastic, which helps protect the rest of the kit if you're ever storing your box in a very hot area. And then the clear parts are separated too. Very nice there. So Round 2 did go through the extra effort on making sure all the parts are separately wrapped. And of course we have the body and the chassis separately wrapped, along with interior, hood, and the rest of the parts, which would be your suspension and exhaust system and engine. And then we have our decals, and we'll look at those. And typical AMT instructions. They are actually kind of small, what I'm used to seeing, but they do fold out nicely, and just your usual kit instructions, just to show you what the engine looks like. It's supposed to represent a 327 V8 turbo fire, 275 horsepower. And the color callouts are included with this. Color callouts transpose from your alpha characters to the colors that you need to build this with. So I'll be right back. And here's the first sprue tree. We do have the engine blocks, the radiator, the dash, the firewall, oil pan, and a bunch of other engine components. There is a little bit of flash on this, and they must be really kicking out a lot of kits to create this just a little bit of flash here on the very end, but other than that everything looks great. Let's get a closer view. Here's the engine block and transmission. Here's the heads with the rocker arms and valves. Exhaust manifolds. Very nice there. Oil pan. Belts. The radiator. Just a little bit of flash around the radiator cap. Here's the firewall. The fan and fan shroud. Here's the dash and gauge cluster, along with your brake and clutch pedal. Looks like the alternator, fuse box, water pump, and some hoses. And the next tree has our exhaust system, our air filter, intake manifold, and some more engine parts along with the valve covers and some suspension components. Let's get a closer look. And here's your exhaust system. Here's the air cleaner and steering wheel. and yet there is a little bit of flash on the steering wheel. Here's your intake manifold. It looks like some heater hoses. And it looks like some suspension components. Valve covers. Distributor springs. The next tree has the continuation of our exhaust system with our mufflers, rear differential, drive shaft. Close-up view of the mufflers. I love the texture on them. We'll follow the pipes down. Here's rear differential. The drive shaft. And the rear differential cover. Here's the next tree, and this time it gives us the wheel backings with a little bit of detail inside. We'll get a closer look. Here's the inner portion of the wheels. Again, give us a little bit of brake detail. And these appear to be brake calipers and rotors. They appear to be kind of small. And here's the next tree, which gives us the interior side panels, the steering wheel column, and parts of the wheel mounting assembly. Let's get a closer look. Great texture on the interior, armrest, doorknobs, window cranks. Looks good. And these help mount your wheels to the chassis. Here's part of your steering column. The next tree gives us all the parts for our front suspension. There's your springs. More front suspension. Steering linkages. And some brackets. And a small tree holds our back seat. Let's get a closer view. Typical 1967 interior for a Chevy Impala. Very nice there. And the next tree gives us our hood, our front bench seat, and seat backing. Nice texture on the front bench seat. Here's a close-up of the hood. And the underside detail of the hood. Looks really good. Here's the first tree with the clear parts. We get the front windshield, we get the 4 headlights, and this is nice, we get the clear piece to cover the gauges. Here's the front windshield. Here's the 4 headlights. Here's the clear cover for the instrument panel. Here's the next clear tree. We get the back window and we get the clear lenses for the searchlights. And lastly, we have the red clear parts for the taillights. And here's the first chrome sprue tree. And I apologize, chrome is one of the hardest things to film. But we have the back bumper here, the windshield wiper blades, and looks like some mirrors. The back bumper, windshield wiper blades, and a little bit of the mirrors. Chrome trim and some side mirrors. Here's the next chrome tree. We get the front bumper and grille, we get the spotlights, door handles, and the wheels. And the wheels do look spot on from what they used in the TV series. And here's the famous Impala front grille. Spotlights, door handles, window cranks. And of course here are the tires. There's no branding stamped on them, so they're completely blank. And one tire is wider than the other, as you can see. Back tires would be wider than the front ones. Good shot of the tread pattern, and you can see these tires are warped just a little bit. And of course here's the chassis frame. Close-up of the front. And a close-up of the back. And of course this is what it looks like looking down from the inside of the engine compartment. Here's the floor pan. Very nice detail here. Very nice detail here. Very nice detail of the gas tank. Here's the decals. What's nice here is they do give you both versions of the license plates, the Kansas plates and the Ohio plates. Plus we have a decal for the instrument cluster. And last but not least, let's look at the body. First time released in a 4-door for an Impala. New tool, obviously. Looks very nice. Of course, black is very hard to film also. Some of the wheel well detail in the engine compartment. Alright, stand by. I want to give you a view of the box top. And there it is. This was the Round 2 AMT 67 Chevy Impala 1 Sports Sedan in 1/25th scale. Molded in black styrene. About 105 parts were included with this kit, with clear parts and chrome plated parts. There was quite a bit of flash found on this kit, and that's because that tells me that they are stamping out a lot of these kits. When you produce a lot of kits like that, the flash starts occurring from the molds. But they're not that bad, and it's easy to work around. I'm not a big fan of the black styrene. I'd rather see them produce this in a white styrene. And as far as the kit instructions go, they should give us a parts key to show us what parts are required and which are not, because I know there's a few parts contained in this that are not going to be used in this kit. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.